guys, welcome to Mala's Verse. Welcome if you're new here, welcome if you have been here before. Thank you so much for joining me in today's reading. And today's reading is an exciting topic. We are going to look into what is a compliment you don't receive. And the zodiac we are going to look into this for is Virgo for today. And before we get into the reading, Virgo, take a few deep breaths and breathe out through your mouth. I'm going to ring the singing bowl. All right, Virgo. So the main card or the main message for you as a compliment that you don't get to hear as often is Seven of Swords. Wow. And bottom deck energy is, just give me a moment, guys. And the bottom deck energy is Six of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. So this is a compliment you don't get to hear, and the bottom deck energy here is representing a compliment you may never get to hear, or it's so subdued. It's there in a lot of people's mind, but it may not be an obvious compliment to you. I mean, this might resonate even, but this might not be as obvious. And with the Six of Pentacles, especially the way it's represented is in this deck, what I'm receiving for you is that, Virgo, you have a very fairy forest like vibe, and it's extremely adorable. People might find it quite like your demeanor itself is very enchanting, and they genuinely adore and look forward to this energy of yours, which might come up probably when you're with animals, or when you are in nature, maybe when you are at home as well, playing with your pet, or doing, just cutesy stuff. Or that's the energy is what I'm receiving. You being your natural self is that cutesy stuff essentially, and that is a compliment you may not know, but people just adore this about you. It's interesting that from a Six of Pentacles, we are going to the King of Pentacles, and I wouldn't say it's the irony, but there's a stark difference here, and that complementary energy that gets created in, by the amalgamation or the coming together of these two energies with the King of Pentacles is that, people are actually blown away by your entrepreneurial skills, or how strong-headed are you, are you, and how you are so diligent in grounding your ideas, in grounding your not just ideas, it's like grounding your strategies. Your awareness seems very spiritual, also very etheric in nature. It's more so in the ethers, but your skill set of grounding it into this plane, into this reality, and giving life to it is something that people genuinely want to compliment or do compliment you for, but you may not get to know. And in the recent energies, or the top deck energy, I would say, we have Empress and the Page of Pentacles. These are compliments, I would say, that you may receive, or it's obvious to you that people admire these things about you. And with the Page of Pentacles and Emperor here, Empress, sorry, what I'm receiving is, with the Empress card, you may get to know that you're beautiful, or you get this energy that people do perceive you to be beautiful, probably because of your physical appearance. For some of you, you might find that people do notice your mothering nature, Virgo, because with the Empress here, the most prominent feature that's coming through is being a mother, caring for others, being abundant in nature. And that's what I'm receiving for you. Like, this is a compliment either you receive, or that people notice this thing about you, that you are a genuinely caring person. For some of you, I do receive that people might compliment you on your voice, maybe your singing voice, or some of you might be interested in music in some way, shape, or form, be it an instrument or singing. And that's another thing you might think you might get complimented for. And also, how you compassionately put your truth forward is what I'm receiving. So these things I do perceive that even if people don't for most of you, I do feel that you receive these compliments straightforward from people, or straight away rather. But if you don't, it's obvious to it's evident to you that people do notice these things about you and they appreciate it. With the Page of Pentacles, what I'm receiving is, it's another compliment that you may know, which is people do admire your studious nature. Some of you might be, um, and I mean it in the most positive way, a nerd or a geek energy, and people genuinely admire this about you because they can see how you organize your life, how you organize your thoughts, how you are studious in some way, shape, or form. Page of Pentacles is a very studious energy, how you're detail oriented, and they genuinely, find this, not find this, but definitely appreciate this. And probably it's something you've received compliments for as well, that you're a great student as well. And the main message here, a compliment that you don't get to hear, with the Seven of Swords, this tells me that you are swift at accessing and imbibing within you any sort of information, and you're quick to learn, you're a quick learner, essentially, Virgo. And maybe that is a compliment you don't get to hear quite often. And what's I mean, it's just a little funny scenario here, especially with the imagery, and I mean it in the most light-hearted way possible. But you are essentially, this treasure box here, whatever this is, which has a lot of swords. So these swords are representing to me beliefs or ideas that you have learned, used, and now you are embodying it, so much so in the embodying it in a way where you can control it, where you can mold it to fit your reality, to fit your truth. And people around are just getting a handle of this truth, of this belief, or even if it's just a concept that they're learning. Because I mean, that's what I'm getting reminded of with the way people, these three mermaids, or mermen rather, they're handling and looking at, oh, what is this? This is something exciting, and they're just feeling up the handle. And that's the energy of those around you. But you are swift in learning, you quickly learn and you move on. And that is a compliment maybe you don't get to hear. And for some of them, maybe it's because they don't want to feel inferior to you or intimidated by you. And maybe that's what, probably jealousy could be one reason why this compliment is something that you may not receive. But the compliment that you don't get to hear is, you are a quick learner. And not just quick learner, you is embodying of the concepts. It's learning and practically applying that knowledge into your life, which becomes the wisdom. Until So the point where it becomes wisdom for you, you of course leave that behind, not the wisdom, essentially that tool or whatever that topic is, and you ace it, you get better at it. But people are just learning, they're at the first level, or they are just taking baby steps about understanding what this concept is. So Virgo, that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Do share your thoughts in the comment section below. Do like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you again so much for joining, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye.